Hi, I'm Alex, a qualified yoga teacher, and today I'm going to guide you through a quick chair yoga sequence. So this will be great for all of those that are working from home or sat at a desk all day and just need to get a quick stretch in between meetings or at a lunchtime break. So we're going to start just by closing down the eyes for a moment and start to notice where you can feel your breath. Maybe it's in your belly or your chest, or possibly your throat or your nose. And then on your next inhale, take it really deep and breathe into your belly. And then open your mouth to sigh it out. Inhale deep into the belly through the nose. And exhale, open the mouth to sigh it out. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. And now gently blink open the eyes. On your next inhale, draw your shoulders up to your ears. And then exhale to roll them down your back. One more of those. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhale, draw them down. And now make sure your feet or your heels are stacked directly underneath your knees so that you've got a really good supportive base. Really press into all of the bits of your feet, so the balls of your feet, the heels, the toes. Make sure you're grounding down through all areas of your feet. And then sit up tall, so you're drawing your shoulders down away from your ears, whilst you're drawing out through the crown of your head. You're lifting up. And then really start to feel into the feet and into the sit bones where they contact the chair. Bring your arms out in front of you so your palms are facing one another. And we're going to scrunch our fingers into a fist and really tense our whole arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Shake out the fingers. And then scrunch them all back up again. Scrunch into the fist, tense the arms for 3, 2, 1. Release again. And then scrunch them all up one more time. 3, 2, 1, and release. Now on your next inhale, you can draw your arms into a cactus shape. Lift your chest slightly towards the ceiling. And then exhale to draw your elbows together and drop your chin down towards your chest. Inhale to open back up to a cactus, lifting the heart. Exhale, draw your elbows together, bring your chin down towards your chest. One more of those. Inhale to open up, gaze up slightly. Exhale, draw your chin to your chest, round through the upper spine. And then inhale, just come back to neutral, rest your hands on your thighs. This time as we inhale, we're going to bring our left arm reaching all the way up to the ceiling. And then just exhale to lean slightly over towards the right. Inhale back to center. Bring your left arm back down, and this time we're going to draw our right arm up and then lean over towards the left. And we're going to do that again. You can make it more into a fluid motion. So as you inhale, draw the other arm up. You can use the arms of your chairs, and exhale to lean over. Inhale to come up, and exhale, lean over to the other side. And keep moving like that. You can rest your hands on your thighs, or rest your arms on the arms of your chairs if you've got them. And then I'll meet you back in neutral. And this time when we inhale, we're going to draw our chest forward. So if you're familiar with cat-cow, it's like a seated version of cat-cow. So drawing your heart forwards, gazing up to the ceiling, and then as you exhale, you round the spine, draw your navel towards your spine, chin to chest, rounding through the back. Inhale, draw the chest forwards. Exhale, look down, chin to chest. Inhale, chest forwards, gaze up. Exhale, look down, chin to chest. And then inhale, come back to neutral. We're just going to do some head rolls. So bring your left ear down towards the shoulder. And then inhale here. And as you exhale, draw your chin down towards your chest, so you're rolling your head forwards. And then bring your right ear over to your right shoulder as you inhale. And then exhale to roll it forwards again, over to your left shoulder. And just keep going like that, moving with your breath. So inhaling as your head comes up slightly, and exhaling as it drops forwards. And then when your left ear meets your left shoulder again, just pause here. You can bring your hands so that it rests on top of your head, just to generate a bit more of a stretch with that extra weight. And then reach your right arm out long and really stretch through the fingertips as though you're reaching to the side of you as you still put that weight down on your head. And you should feel a stretch all along the neck and down through the shoulder as well. On your next inhale, come back to neutral. And then we're just going to do the same on the other side. So drop your right ear down towards your right shoulder, and you can add the extra weight with your hand. And then draw your left arm out and really stretch through the fingertips as you're still putting that weight down on your head with your hand. So stretching all through the left side of the neck and the left shoulder here. On your next inhale, come back to neutral, and we're going to do a slight open twist here. So bring your left arm across your knees so that your elbow's resting on one knee and your hand on the other. And then on your next inhale, reach your right hand up towards the sky so that you're turning your torso over towards the right. And you can gaze up to the ceiling or just gaze over to the side, whatever's most comfortable for you. On your next exhale, just come back to neutral. Switch the arm that's on the knee. And then inhale, draw your left hand up and twist over towards the left. And just breathe here. Come back to neutral and then sit back upright. Again, realign your feet if they've moved, so your heels are stacked underneath your knees. Draw your left leg out long, toes flexed. And then as you inhale, point your toes. Exhale to flex. Inhale to point. Exhale to flex. Inhale to point. Exhale to flex. And then bring the ankle to sit on top of your right thigh, so just above your knee. And if this isn't comfortable for you, you can always bring it down onto the floor so that your feet are just next to each other but they're crossed slightly. But if possible, do try and bring it up onto that thigh. And then you can just draw forwards so that your arms both rest on top of that leg. And this is like a seated variation of pigeon. If you've practiced yoga before, you might have heard of pigeon. So you should just feel a nice opening through the left hip here. You can put some pressure down onto the lifted knee, and that can help you just to generate more of a stretch if this isn't already intense enough for you. And then if you want to, you can draw your hands together in a prayer position and press them in towards one another as well. And that just generates some tension and activity in your lower arms. And then what we can do is we can cross that leg over, so you're sitting in a cross-legged position. You can bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh, and then bring your left hand either onto the back of your chair or just to the small of your back. And we're just going to twist around towards the left. Inhale to find length through the spine, drawing out through the crown of your head, and then exhale just to twist slightly more over to the left. You can gaze back behind you or just gaze over to the left-hand wall. On your next inhale, come back to neutral and then uncross your legs. So we'll do the same again on the other side. So draw your right leg out long. Inhale, flex your toes. And then exhale to point. Inhale to flex your toes. Exhale to point. So it might feel slightly different on this side because I think we're doing our breath in the opposite way. So just notice if that is different for you. Maybe you feel tension in different places. Just move your foot with your breath. And then draw that ankle on top of the knee. And we're going to just rest our forearms on top of that leg. If you've got any kind of knee pain, then do the variation I said about before. So bring your foot down to the ground and just cross your feet over. And you should still feel a slight hip opening. And you can also flex the raised foot here. So bringing your toes back towards the shin. And that should help just protect the knee. It kind of locks it in place. Pressing down onto the knee, if that helps to generate more of a stretch here. And you can also bring your palms to face one another in a prayer position. Try and direct your breath into that hip joint, just to help with releasing the tension and opening up, stretching through somewhere that's quite often neglected when we're sitting all day. And then on your next inhale, come up and draw the right knee over so that you're sitting in a cross-legged position. Bring your left hand to the outside of that right thigh. And again, you can either twist around to grab hold of your chair or bring your hand to the small of your back. And inhale to find length through the spine, draw the shoulders down away from the ears. And exhale just to twist around slightly more towards the right. You can use your hand on the thigh as leverage to twist yourself slightly more. On your next inhale, come back to neutral. Uncross the legs. You can give them a little shake if they feel like they need it. And then come back to your neutral seat. On our next inhale, we're going to bring our arms out wide. And then as you exhale, bring your right arm over your left arm to give yourself a hug. And then you can just shake side to side. This helps to release the low back, which can quite often get compacted as we sit all day. And then on your next inhale, draw your arms out wide again. And then as you exhale, this time bring your left arm over your right to give yourself a hug. And again, you can shake side to side, twisting slightly through the torso. And then come back to neutral. On your inhale, draw your shoulders up towards your ears. And then exhale, roll them back down. Bring your hands to a prayer position. And then just start to rub your palms together, generating a bit of heat between the palms. And then close down the eyes. And when your palms feel warm enough, I think mine are there now, you can just cover your palms over your eyes and just breathe here. Find length through the crown of your head. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Enjoy this moment of stillness and peace. Quiet and calm for the eyes. A nice place of dark with some warmth on them from your hands. It's a nice break from the screen. Breathing here. Enjoying this moment. You can bring your palms back down to your thighs or to a prayer position at your heart. Thank you for taking this time to practice today and for sharing it with me. Be well, everyone.